Hi, this is Tasha with Graveyard Girl page on Facebook, and I am just here to show you where the page kind of got its start. I'm at the Sacred Heart Cemetery in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This cemetery I began documenting on Find a Grave in about 2020. I began by documenting these nun graves for all the presentation sisters. And there's also a section over here of those graves. And then I moved on. I actually did this small strip over here, making sure every single person had a memorial on Find a Grave and a photo of the stone. I will say this one is not huge, but I get a little obsessive. I had to finish what I started, so I don't even know how long the process took, but I did walk every row, and I know I missed at least a couple people. One person pointed out that their family was here and they weren't on there. So I did have intentions to come back around, because when I finished, it was winter time and the graves were covered in snow, some of them, and not the best photos. And then if the memorial already had a photo, I didn't add one to it most times unless the stone looked a lot different. And in that case, I have noticed some of them don't have the GPS attached, so at some point I may do that. But now that I've gained permission from the other cemetery in town, the Riverside Cemetery, to help clean stones, I'll probably focus my extra time and energy out there helping with that. It's just more of a way to give back and very therapeutic. So that's what I know. And I really can't think of the figures right now, but on Find a Grave, I believe there's around 3,000 memorials in the cemetery. And of course, there are some people that don't have a stone here, but for the most part, this whole place was documented on Find a Grave. And then, at least last time I counted, there was over 50 people who'd passed away since I did this cemetery in 2020. So that number has grown. And there is certainly more work to do. Now, I'm not the only person who does Find a Grave in this town. There is definitely some other people active on that website and app. The great thing about Find a Grave is that everyone can contribute in their own way. Even when I am at home in the dead of the winter, can't get to the cemetery, I still am able to add details to Find a Grave, to surf cemeteries and walk them virtually on Find a Grave. My kids' great-grandparents are buried in this cemetery, so that's kind of cool. And this is more of a pretty view of it here. I'm off in the east side here, but just thought I would show you how Graveyard Girl got its start. I was posting to my own Facebook very often because I was spending a lot of time in the cemeteries. Now I've always kind of been a graveyard girl, but when I did that, it really sparked something in my heart. So I was really annoying the people in my life and on my personal Facebook, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna create a page people who enjoy that can come there and it'll all be in one place. And it was a slow start. I never sought out to, get a bunch of followers or something, but it's been amazing to see the page blossom in the past couple of years. And I just have to say, there's been very little issues with the followers, with everything. I am so blessed and so happy to have created some type of a community where I can post these things and others who appreciate it will follow along. And just being able to have this camaraderie is honestly really valuable to me. Now we're approaching 9,000 followers, so it's really amazing to see where the page is, and I can't wait to see where we are a year from now. But thanks for listening, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.